it's not a no. I just have a fascination in that. I still think swastikas are shocking. Eagles, iron crosses. Um, it's shocking. I could be Jewish, but I'm not. But when actual Jewish people hear of things like that, they immediately get offended, and you might because you think that well, those people, that political movement cooperated in the mass liquidation of all our people, and it's like, yeah, but they also come, it, yeah, yeah, but that wasn't you, and that's not me. It's just the love for something mighty that came before, and the German people have a like I was saying earlier, have a rich Superman, Uberman, a golden Superman thing going on with them, where they have their own weddings and they have their own secret societies, and they have you know um, anybody who loves rockets and worships rockets isn't automatically a Nazi. Real Jewish people don't give a fuck. I'm all about Jewish pussy. I'll eat Jewish pussy forever. I bet you I knew certain Jewish girls that would do that. They would play with a Nazi imagery and not think too much of it. It's just ultra hot. Imagine if, listen, man, imagine if, I don't know if she's Jewish or not. She could be, but it doesn't matter. Imagine if your bitch had tell me this wouldn't excite your dick to the utmost heavenly planes if she had a swastika on her ass. There's just something, and it is an actual porn kink left over from World War II, and um, children born during World War II. You can look back in history and find, especially European porn, is just lit. We have it here in this country, even propaganda films or even serious films. Mickey Mouse wearing swastikas, Donald Duck. But it's also a bona fide porn thing, just like rubber bondage suits and shit like that from the industrial age of World War II in the UK. And I would just love to fuck a bitch with just some Aryan shit on her. She could be a Jewish girl, but most Jewish people think more about the political side of it, the war side of it, than they do religion. With Hitler, it was more of a, I imagine, a thing about their religion. But there's nothing like Jewish pussy. But don't you think that's shocking? Doesn't it shock you still? Even images of a sickle and hammer from the old Soviet Republic, that shit to me still brings up much feelings. Or communist stars. I every time I look at stars, if they're pointed a certain way, I think of communist China. I think of like red China, or I think of like Cuba in the '60s. You know what I mean? It's just imagery that makes you think. But there's somehow it's sexual somehow. Just a bitch who doesn't care like that. Just a bitch on fire. Please fuck my holes. I'll do anything to look hot. That's just beautiful trash, isn't it? You could just put your dick in that and just be like, I love this girl. She's an artistic piggy girl. And it's irony. But I was watching all this Jewish stuff on PBS, and then I was reading my McLaren book. You know, I think the real Jews out there know. They know they're willing to exploit their own um, terrible legacy. In a way, it's like turning it around. Yeah, I mean, you get people in a certain place where they can't even fucking. How do you get to that place where you're wearing a fucking bondage mask and you're totally covered in plastic or whatever? Don't touch me. Don't see me. Don't look at me. You know, bend. It's starting to bend. The aluminum is starting to bend. I worship the rocket too. It's the ultimate form of science meets the echelon of God. Science meets warfare. Playing God, splitting atoms, rockets. My dick. Explode on your fucking face, bitch. You know? Man was so high on himself when he first when he first made the cyclotron and he split atoms, he was and cosmology. He's like, I literally am a fucking god. Literally. You know? And at the end of it was some bitch. Some bitch in a martini glass, swimming in a martini glass. Holy shit, dad. You know, you drink it deep of that shit. You put the bitch you put murder on the bitch. You put the bitch on murder and put her on a rocket. You know, you put a bitch in the sea, like I always say, with an octopus grappling a treasure box and grappling a big titty bitch, a big redhead in the other tentacles, and his dick in the middle. You know, Sky Pirate, that Luke Skywalker shit, that Nazi shit. That's what that is. You know, and just blasting fat loads on a bitch that will stop at nothing to shock and amaze your dick. You know, she'll stop at nothing. Does that work for you, dick? Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, fucker. You know, or a bitch with tons of Chinese fucking writing all over, Vietnamese writing or something, or Chinese. What's that say? What's that say? It says, "Don't fuck with us." What's this one say? It says, "I'm that bitch." What's that one say? It says, "Fuck me or die." You know what I mean? That kind of hoe bag. I'm starting. We got to bring back the tattoo bitches, the real ones. They've become too commonplace. You know, I want a bitch that has death markings on her clearly. You know, don't fuck with me, fucker. Oh God, Venus flytrap bitch. A bitch with a Venus flytrap on her arm, eating a man with legs hanging out of its mouth. That's the bitch I want to know. Hey, fucker, want a party? And you look at her tattoo, you're like, wow. And she's got a tattoo of a wasp on the other arm with blood coming off the stinger. You're like, holy shit. Yeah, fucker. You know what I mean? That's the bitch for me. Some Japanese shit on her arm. Flags and other shit.